Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. In today's show, Computer Wednesday, we're going to talk about AI progress report of mid-2025. So let's dive deep into it. So we have to understand some holistic constant about this. And all of this puppy started at ChatGPT 3.5, which was launched in November 2022. Not that long ago. Some of you may have smartphone from that time. So here's the deal. Why it's such a big deal? Because common public got the taste of AI. Because if you are familiar with the internet before that, YouTube and all that, there were a lot of people working on AI, and there were a lot of news events also, like AI beat someone in chess, AI beat someone in Go, and there were a lot of people building basically rudimentary neural network in order to train basically agents to play video games. That was a very big thing, and AI self-driving, all of that was being worked on. However, all of this was above basically common public. Basically, it was not in their domain, so to say. It was like, you are researcher, you are programmer, you are going, you will learn it. But for common public, it was like meh. But common public got the actual taste of it, and people flocked to this puppy like there is no tomorrow. How quick was that? Well, there's a target generally every company is measured with. It's how long it took you to reach 1 million user. So Netflix took 3.5, and Airbnb 2.5 years, Facebook 10 months, which was fast, Spotify 5 months, that was time fast, and Instagram 2.5 months, iPhone 74 days, ChatGPT 5 days. Take it and go. So basically ChatGPT expanded as quickly as the news cycle expanded. So this was horrifyingly fast. And what did it do? Well, it created a scenario where AI was no longer in the realm of science fiction. Because if you are actually watched the original Star Trek Next Generation, Data was an Android character, and here's the deal: every word used in them is what is used for ChatGPT. Now, mathematicians figured out how to build neural networks long ago. It's just that we did not have hardware to run it. Many times in that 1980s TV show, it's like, yeah, I'm running on complex neural network and all that. So yeah, it's there. And again, in modern children, Iron Man was a very big whoa moment where they had an AI that was not too robotic, where it's like, oh, it's a full-fledged robot. No, it's an AI that is. And if you watch Age of Ultron, they are actually talking about large language model and all that. So it was a thing. We knew about it. Mathematicians were like, bro, we did this in 1970. Go get over it. So math was there, hardware was getting there, and first time in November 2022 this became real. So flat out question at that point in time, as in November 2022, became when, not if. Meaning, when will we have our Jarvis, when will we have our data? That Yes, his name is data. It's not that it cannot happen, it's just that how long will it take? So fundamentally things changed, and here's the as of now, you can do a lot of things with AI. So what are the limiting factor right now? Why it's not full Jarvis level? Well, it has certain quality control issues, of course, like it's not there yet. And it has integration issue, meaning right now AI can do a lot more than it actually does, simply because it does not have a way of interacting with a virtual space. Like if I can ask ChatGPT 5 to like, hey, can you make me an app? All it will do is create a text file that I have to copy paste into basically some sort of syntax and this and IED environment and all that. So integration is not there, and same goes with everything else. So fundamentally speaking, it's getting there, but it does require a bit of polish in terms of quality, does require a lot of integration in terms of how it utilizes and interacts with the real world. And the race is on. Now, what is everybody racing towards? Everybody is racing towards profitable AI. We got AI is done, that is done, sorted, go home. Question is, how do we make it profitable? Meaning, ChatGPT 5 was a very big step, not for you and I, that did not make that big of a deal, but for basically OpenAI, it was a magnificent jump, simply because they finally reduced power bill to a point where it's like, oh, finally we can handle millions of customer without, drowning in electricity bill. So it was a very big deal for them. So right now, that's the key aspect. There are only few, as of now, there will be more in the future, but as of now, there are only few avenues where you can have an AI that is actually likely to be profitable. Top of the list would be girlfriend AI. So that's the start of this. Like, train has left the station at this point in time. So what are the big wins of this? Well, big wins was ChatGPT. And again, you were like, oh, it was hallucinating. It's like, here's the deal. You have to be programmer to know why it's messing up. So for common public point of view, it was good enough. It created that paradigm shift where it's like, whoa, this can happen. This did happen. It's not that good, does not matter. Everybody knew that. But again, this was Mark 1 product. It's like, whoa. It's like going from resistive touchscreen to capacitive touchscreen of iPhone. It's like, whoa. So that did happen. And race is on to make it even better. So sometimes the model will be improved. Sometimes models back end will be improved so it does not consume so much energy. And then we have XAI from Elon Musk, and basically Annie was created. I specified the girlfriend AI is the most likely to be profitable. So they are working there. Llama is made by basically Meta company, and again that's also going YOLO on it. And then you have Perplexity, that is creating a search engine that is actually useful. That's good. And then you have Stability AI, which creates a lot of open source model where you can have text generation, image generation, even video generation to some extent. And then you have Genie 3, which just happened right now, where somebody smoked something good and they're like, what if you imagined a structure, right? You imagined a scene, and then you can interact with the scene. You can walk in an AI generated scene in real freaking time. And here's the funny thing that should scare you. This was not programmed. As in, they wanted this and they were working on it, and then magically the emergent property happened. An emergent property, if I have to describe it mathematically, it's equivalent to saying 2 plus 2 equal 22. Basically, you can split a cell apart, right? There are machines inside it. You have nucleus, you have mitochondria, you have this, you have cell wall. Here's the deal, it's not alive. If you split apart a cell, it's not alive. How the heck life happens? That's the whole point. It's emergent property. You attach the same things and they behave something uniquely. It's basically 2 plus 2, 22. So Genie 3 reached that point where they were not coding this exactly, this is how you're going to do. No, they were keep working on it. It's like, tada. I'm like, that's scary. Because again, everybody's like, oh, it's not improving. It's like, if we are even touching rudimentary emergent property, next 10 years would be horrifyingly fast. Like, we'll wake up and we're like, how the heck this happened this quickly? Emergent property, that word should not be used lightly, and given how far out consequence this has, is like, damn, the likelihood that the people are speaking truth is scarily high. I want them to be lying, because if it is really true, whew. So there have been massive wins in AI right now. Like, you may think, oh, AI is not growing. No, it's growing exponentially. And be mindful, it's only 3 years old. So what are the impact of it? Now here's the deal. I will give my personal experience with this, simply because, well, it makes more logical sense for all of you. I had an idea. Now, I work with videos and I'm old school. I download everything. So in that sort of scenario, many times I want to modify the video file. Now here's the deal. Right now, if you want to do anything with video, you generally require a video editing software, be it Premiere Pro, be it DaVinci Resolve, or FFmpeg. Now FFmpeg requires you to know command line to deal with it. Like, for example, if I want to do simple thing, I have a video file, right click, rotate it. I can't do that. Like, you can go technically into VLC and go into geometry and rotate the video by 90 degree or 180 degree if the video is rotated, but you can't just bake the video out of it. Even if VLC has the functionality, it's not very easy, or it's not meant for that. VLC is a video player. Now, so idea was, what if I can make a simple tool that just does a lot of those sort of simple things? Basically, rotate the video, click, done. Exactly how you rotate a image file. Like, you have a Windows, you have an image, right click, it shows you the option, rotate right, rotate left. So I wanted something similar for video. Of course, it would require a app. So idea was, FFmpeg was the core. I will create the code. Again, not me. I have a small team. And GUI, that will be my idea. How does the application look? Yes, it's in dark mode, so you can't see it. So that was the whole idea. So you have FFmpeg, then you have code, and then you have GUI, so people can actually use it. Basically, I want to create something quarter as popular as VLC for video. Basically, you just have a video. If you are doing video, basically, what if you are recording audio like this, you have to convert stereo into mono in order to direct publish it. If you do not, people will hate you, because either they will get audio in one channel, or worst case, they will get unbalanced audio, because generally when you have this sort of mic setup, there's always a safety track. So one will be 12 decibel lower. So you'll get full audio here, 12 decibel. People will like, what the hell is happening? Why I'm not hearing clearly? So you have to shrink it to basically stereo to mono. Or if you're doing with a lot of video files and you want to strip audio, so you just get the video as an asset, it can strip audio. Flip, if you have forgot to flip your basically camera setting, then you can flip in both axes. So all of those simple things. And again, I will add a lot more to it, and my programmer is working his ass off, and he's very smart. He just is a command line guy. So it's very difficult for me to communicate to him. It's like, bruh, this has to be human readable, not command line. So, but I have a feeling that he's gonna pull through. He just completed his basically education, so he has a little bit of window opportunity where he can work on this, so he's working tirelessly. Now here's the deal. During this time, this idea was mine, so I was like, okay, what if I use ChatGPT 5, because there was a lot of hype about ChatGPT 5. Now again, ChatGPT 5 is not hypey for us, but for OpenAI it is. So I was like, okay, what if I try it? And it did work. I did use ChatGPT 5 and it did create a giant text for me, I think 400 lines of code, and I copy pasted it into visual code and it worked. But it was getting too cumbersome. Basically, ChatGPT could not memorize the fact that create a side window and always open at the main file that is like 400 lines, only edit the what you have to change. It was taking too long. So some of friends suggested try Copilot. I did the free version, and it worked. Like, it actually worked, and I did not have to touch the code because I do not know what coding is. I do not know what C# is. But I was like, okay, it was doing everything, modifying, and it worked. I got a And again, my dream is to have a portable exe. I do not even want you to install the damn thing. Just drop it, download, done. Download, click, done, go home. You click it, it opens the window, you drop a video file, do whatever you need to do, and render, done, go home, sweet dreams. So, and it reached there. Like, not every button is functional as of now, the one I built, and I ran out of tokens. So, but it did work. Like, let that be very clear. If I show you some, people will understand what I'm talking about, right? Even if I share this, like, oh, the code is not that great and all that, cool. But they will understand, okay, this is what you want. Like, that's a very big thing for me, simply because I have no idea what this is. For me, this looks like Mandarin. It just looks cool. It's like lines of codes that's going up and down. It's nothing more than that. So, fundamentally, and here's the scary part, this was impossible in 2018 when I started my YouTube channel, and this was flat on unimaginable for common public to do till 2022. That's not that far ago. So if any Tom, Dick, and Harry say, oh, AI does not have the impact, it does not have this, it has. It's basically it's being cooked right now. Like, there are many things that you take time to cook, like potatoes. You do not just put your potato in a pressure cooker and ta-da, you have to cook it. Sometimes you have to wait, like sometimes 15-20 minutes you have to wait. So AI is in that phase. Like, again, imagine telling me this, that in 2018, like, you're gonna open your YouTube channel and you will be so smart that you somehow can deal with AI and Jarvis and all that, where it's like you're gonna talk to it and it's gonna code for you. I'm like, what are you smoking, man? Again, everybody would have said that. Now it's just like, do it. I'm not even joking. One of my friend who is expert in security, he was like, yeah, you can vibe code it. I did. So, and again, let that be very clear. We do have a programmer. He's working and is making much better application, much smaller one. This is 600 megabyte. That puppy is only 48. It's just that I want portable exe, so everything has to be inside it. So, again, impossible to right now. And you're like, oh, it's not that great. Does not matter. Imagine what it would be in 2030. And there is a very good chance, knock on wood, if nothing bad happens, I would live lifelong. And that point in time, it might be just like, hey, ChatGPT, man, just make me an app. It's like, I got this. It will open basically Visual Studio. It will set up the whole project file. It will literally go through it, testing it. As like, estimated time to completion, 4 hours. And overnight, it will do, and in the morning, tada, sir, done, sir. Stress testing done. That is now imaginable. That is no longer, whoa. That's no longer, what are you smoking? That's like, ta-da. And again, some people are claiming that they can do this right now with agentic AIs. Basically, agent-based AI, where you have an AI that actually touches your computer. So, it is impactful. And if this I can do, imagine what somebody who knows what this is can do. All I can do is like, hey, tooltips I can read, okay. Rotate video by 90 degrees so I can write that text. So what impact it happened on the market? Now, this is where things went dark. Basically, money is being spent on it like there is no tomorrow. Like, this is going all in. Like, billions is like nothing. Like, we are touching trillion kind of thing. So money is going in like there is no tomorrow. And penalty is, this happens. Like, this is normal consequence of an open market. It creates a bubble. And now let the way we are. Just because we are in a bubble does not mean AI is not basically valuable, so to say. It's normal. Basically, what you are saying, the value, is it overvalued? Absolutely. Is it absolutely overvalued? No. It's temporarily displaced, meaning the value that we have in 2025 won't be there in 2030, but it will be there in 2035. Basically, there will be a dip. When the bubble goes kaput, there will be a dip, and then it will slowly rise back up. It could happen in 5 years, it could happen in 15 years, but it will happen. It's not optional. It's not like, oh, maybe, no, this is fixed. It's almost a mathematician who can figure it out, like how exactly that will happen. And it has happened also. This is exact same thing that happened with dot-com bubble. Like back in the dot-com bubble era, people were pouring money like there was no tomorrow. And when the poof happened, people thought, oh, dot-com was just a useless thing. But right now, all the massive multi-trillion dollar companies, most of them are related with AI. Or related to dot-com software, ecosystem, electronics and all that. So fundamental things like that does happen. Like Jeff Bezos is rich because of Amazon Web Services. Let that sink in. So you should have bought it shares during dot-com bubble. And again, a penalty of this is job market is not healthy. This programmer that I'm working with, he's smart. Let that be very clear. He is horrifyingly smart. The guy knows things. And he's not getting job. And again, he's clearing all the tests. It's just like companies are like, yeah, you're good, but we want 10, 20 years of experience for a fresher job. How the heck that happened? That simply happens because we are having massive layoff. And let that be very clear, this is not limited to USA, Europe or India. It's worldwide. So fundamentally, it's creating a very unsustainable scenario. Because imagine it this way. Let's say you are talking about a senior developer, be it in Microsoft, be it Intel or whatever have you. You kaput them. They generally have a lot of advanced things in life. Like they might have a wife, they might have kids, they might have college bills. They have things. They're not just like, free spirit as someone who's just getting started. They don't even have debt yet. Done correctly. I have no idea what you guys smoke in USA, but like generally in India, unless you have education loan, even that is not that brutal. But most of the time, it's reasonable. Like if done correctly, you get out of college, you do not have debt. Of course, you don't have money also, but you do not have debt. At that point in time, compare that to someone who was just got laid off from Microsoft or DHL or Cameron, UPS, Dell, whatever have you. Once they get laid off from that, their savings starts to run down. At that point in time, they will take any job just so they can slow down their basically savings account depletion. And in that time, they will figure out how to find new jobs. So that is creating a flooded market where entry-level jobs, I'm not even joking, people are sharing it, which is scaring me. And I'm hoping that those are all troll accounts where they're like fresher job, like very simple, like you're just starting and money is lol at that point in time. And they need like 2 years experience, 5 years experience. How the heck they're getting people? Because so many layoffs are happening worldwide. Let that be clear. This is worldwide. And investors want layoff, and investors control the company. So yeah. So if any Tom, Dick and Harry says AI has no impact, it has magnificently huge impact. Now, whether good or bad, that time will tell. But it has impact. Any Tom, Dick and Harry saying that it does not have impact, bruh, go to LinkedIn. So fundamentally, market is not dealing with it well or optimistically. And right now, even the people who are employed, they are also have feeling the strain. Whereas because again, because of the illusion of vibe coding, everybody's like, oh, why can't you just do this in 5 minutes? It's like, I'm not ChatGPT. And again, ChatGPT is good for proof of concept and all that, but it's not actually a developer tool. Even though I'm making it, I know for a fact that heck, it's 600 MB and the programmer made it in 60 MB. There is a magnificent, huge difference between those of them. So I do understand that, but again, an investor will not. So market is rough. Let's just put it that way. Like I'm no sugaring or buttering around it. It is rough, bad rough. So what can we expect in the future? Well, this is where things get scary because AI will get better. You have to accept it. I have seen way too many people, even Indian people who are like, AI is just like 3 years, nothing happened. I'm like 3 years. I use smartphone longer than that. 3 years is nothing. Nothing. Like, again, to give you some temporal context, what we are talking about. First iPhone happened in June 2007. Let that sink in. 2007. That's how long it took them to make iPhone that was like, iPhone, Apple. It takes time. 3 years. It's nothing, bro. 3 years is so little that children go into college and they're not even out yet. 3 years is that short. So, AGI did not happen. Here's the deal. It will take time, but it will happen. So fundamentally, we are looking at what we classify as exponential growth, meaning 2 to 20, 20 to 2000, 2000 to 2 million. Like it is going bonkers all out. So AI is here, AI is real, and it's expanding fast. Now, AGI, this idea of artificial general intelligence, where it's like it has some sort of wisdom to it, where it does not hallucinate basically, sort and sort, and it can control itself as like, okay, I can actually count the legs. Does it have four legs or five legs? Zebra image that people are trying to use to trick AIs. AGI will be able to capture it. But here's the deal. That could happen through one breakthrough, right? Same way mathematicians in 1970s figured out how to make AI. What if there are mathematicians right now who are working, which again, we do know there are mathematicians working day and night off to figure out how to solve the neural intelligence problem. So maybe they are one day away from that breakthrough, or worst case scenario, or likely scenario, they have already done it. It's just that hardware is taking time to catch up to it. And basically you have the algorithm, it's just like how do you integrate it into a physical silicon. So it could be one breakthrough away. It's like one new paper comes out, one person tries it, and then kaput. It's like, whoa, it works. So it could be one breakthrough away. Or most likely, my guess is, it will be slow and steady route. Basically, we keep pushing, and we'll have emergent property. That's why I'm hoping that Genie 3 does not have emergent property. And people are just exaggerating it. Because if it has emergent property, this path has already been chosen. It will happen. So that's there. Now, all this is okay, cool and all that. But the scary part is people are not taking any precautions or plans, specifically in government, about what to do with AI, basically. How to handle the market realities of AI. Because a pyramid can only be stable as long as there is base. If you start firing missiles at base, eventually the base will crumble, and the moment base crumbles, the whole pyramid collapses. And again, the world was a pyramid, is a pyramid, will be a pyramid. It did not change in basically chieftain era and like basically tribal and chieftain area. You still had like one in top and everybody in bottom. You had the same thing in kingdom era where you had king in top and kingdom in bottom. You had the same thing in capitalism where you had some on top and lot of people bottom. Same happened in Soviet Union also. The only difference in capitalism versus all the system is the probability of mobility is much higher in capitalism as long as the system is maintained. But you can't just fire missiles from like top to bottom. It's like it's literally firing missiles at your own roots. Like Jeff Bezos won't be rich if everybody who's poor disappears tomorrow. So fundamental, and I'm seeing way too many people are having this sort of weird idea, like just get good. It's like that's not how it works. Not everybody is Einstein. For example, to actually be good enough to be genuinely competent in AI right now on a bleeding edge, you have to be here of intelligence of bell curve. Basically, you have to be above 120 or you have to be like exceptional. So 120, what we classify as above expectation or excellent performance. Only few percent of humanity can be here biologically. Not everybody is Einstein. And here's the problematic aspect of it. Basically, you have normal distribution of intelligence and then you have Pareto distribution. That is the more bitter part of it. Not everybody is Einstein, meaning you will kaput this whole section. And ChatGPT 3 is almost reaching below expectation. Like ChatGPT is almost like an employee right now, which is not that good, but it is there. So that's the scary part of it. It's like if you're gonna kaput this many people's job and all you're gonna say is like, oh, get good. It's like first, that's not how it works. You company, not everybody in a company can be a senior developer. It's like, duh. And if you did, the company will only have 5 to 10 employees, not 50, 60,000 employees. So that's the very scary part. Like, let me be very clear. As of now, in short duration, best of the best are sorted. They will figure things out. And once some company realizes that these people have talent, you're done, you're good, you're sorted. But here's the deal. What about majority of people? A majority of humans are not Einstein. Okay, I know everybody wants to masturbate to that, but that's not reality. I cannot learn coding even if my life depended on it. And again, even there are people who are coming out of colleges and like actually good, they are not the best of the best. And most of them could only become best of the best when they go through the pipeline, when they actually get cooked in the pipeline. Where it's like, okay, let me learn how to do this. Because again, even the programmer that I'm talking about, he's really good. He just does not understand that you have to git commit every small changes. He's still has that school mindset where it's like, once we have big option, then we're gonna commit. It's like, no, you commit every small thing. Again, how do I know? I was a game artist. I did work in the industry for 2.5 years, so I got cooked in industry. So I learned a lot of things by heart because of learning, and that learning opportunity is being shrinking. It's like, oh, you're good, but we need 50 years of experience for you. It's like, so right now the market, this mismatch, and the fact that we are willingly, almost negligently, are just spoofing all this population of humanity. Almost 80% of humanity is just like being, who cares? It's like the system will work on debt for some extent, but it will collapse. Like I would, if we do not apply a serious, basically, some sort of mechanism, at least have a good discussion about it, things will not happen. Like, this is very dangerous. So this was my presentation on basically what's the current status of AI in 2025, mid 2025, August 2025. Hopefully you have liked it, learned from it. In that case, please click the like button, share it amongst your friends. That will help me a lot. If you didn't like it, didn't enjoy it, I urge you to press dislike, press it twice to show me excess disappointment. Please leave a comment because I do try to reply to all of them. Subscribe, press the bell icon if you're free, and as always, thanks for watching.